Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay. Now let's start, guys. Let's start our discussion now. Let's start our discussion now. So today is the last day of what? Our TypeScript, guys. Two things only there. After then we will start Angular, right? Then we will start what? Angular. So now let's begin our discussion now. Let's begin our discussion. Tomorrow onward, we will start Angular now, guys. And in the Angular, till now, whatever concept I covered, guys, each and every concept needed. Each and every concept needed, right? So if you are thinking about that without these things, if I understand what? If I understand Angular, so sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that, right? So then what? Your laziness will kill you. So don't become lazy. Try to what? Try to learn the TypeScript properly. If you are not learning the TypeScript properly, then there is no use to learn Angular, because JavaScript you don't know. If you don't know JavaScript, if you don't know TypeScript, then what is the use of Angular? Means if you are giving the interview also, like if you are sitting in an interview related to UI, and if you are saying that I don't know JavaScript, so I'm giving what is that interview related to what? Angular. Then what? Experienced person will laugh you. Simple. Nothing will happen. Just what is that? That person will laugh. He don't know anything, right? He don't know JavaScript. How he can become good developer of what? Angular. So try to learn JavaScript, right? As well as what is that? TypeScript. TypeScript, without TypeScript, there is a no use of what? Learning Angular. As well as what is that? How much I taught, right? Java, TypeScript. That much is enough for what is that? Understanding React.js as well as Vue. One framework is there. That one. Vue, right? Vue. To learning those framework of what is that? Client side. If you are good in the TypeScript, this much how much I teach. In between, if you are good, then there is no use. Then no need to learn extra things for what? Learning React.js, right? That much TypeScript knowledge is enough, guys. That much TypeScript knowledge is enough. Now let's begin our discussion now, guys. Let's start our discussion. Today agenda is what is that? We will understand first what is the generic type. Generic type. Generics, right? Generics. What is the generics and what is the use of generics now, guys? Can anyone tell? Can anyone tell? Just don't worry about that. I'm not testing your knowledge, guys. I'm not testing anyone knowledge. Just I'm asking. Let's see that how many people know that what is the generics and how we are implementing. That's it. Nothing extra things I want, guys. Even though don't think about that. Wrong answer also acceptable, guys. Wrong answer also acceptable, right?
Type safety.
Very good. Single word. That's good.
It's a parameterized types.
Hmm?
Generic means it's a parameterized types which want a method or
Hmm.
class interface.
Hmm. Yeah, good. Now, the mean, if you are concluding your generic, right? Generic. So the mean, what is it? In a one sentence, if you think about that, if you are giving the answer, the mean, only one line, the main objective of what is the generic are to what? Provide type safety, guys. Nothing extra things, right? Nothing extra thing. So generic means what is that? The main objective, the main objective of what is that? Generic type. Generics, right? Generics are what is that? Are to provide what is that? Type safety. Type safety, guys. Type safety, right? So like how many places if we are okay, type safety based on that which area we can perform these things. Now in the TypeScript, guys, you can you can you can you can what is that? You can make what is that? A property as a generic method as a generic, or you can make class also. You can make what is that? Class also as a generic, right? You can make class also as a generic. So the thing is, guys, generic concept in every programming language, right? Every programming language in what is that? In the Java also, as well as what is that? C sharp also, as well as what is that? In the TypeScript also there. But the thing is, working functionality, we know that why we are using that generics for the type safety in every programming language. But the thing is here what? Here declaration, working style, each and everything is different, guys. In in TypeScript, everything is a different, guys. So what is that? Now let's see that how we will declare it. Now how we will declare it, and what is the type safety? What is the type safety? What is the type safety, right? Type safety, type safety, type safety, right? Safety, type safety. What is the type safety? Just simple, guys. What I'm doing now, just I'm taking one normal example. Just I'm taking what is that? One normal example, right? Now here what I'm going to do now? Here what I'm going to do now? Just I'm taking one class. Just I'm taking, let's take class demo only, right? Demo. Let's take class demo only. I take in one class demo, right? In that, what I'm doing now, one method I'm writing, simple one method I'm writing. Let's take public. Let's take addition number. Okay, addition number. I'm taking what is that? Addition number, right? So addition number, we know that for the adding two numbers, what we need now, guys? Two integer numbers we needed or not? Hmm?
Yes, it's required two integers.
Yeah, two
Yes, sir.
integer number, right? Two integer number. But the thing is, don't think about that. Adding the number by seeing this method, the people can understand. This is the functionality of what? Adding the things, right? Adding the things. Even though in
Yes.
TypeScript, if we are giving the string also, it will add it. It will concatenate that string, right? So simple. What I'm doing now? Here I'm taking. Let's take a. let's take a argument I'm taking, guys. In this method, what I'm doing now, I'm taking argument a, I'm taking argument as a any type, right? Any type. Now I'm taking v, and again I'm taking what is that? Any type. Two argumented method is there. This is what is that? One class in the TypeScript. I taken what is that? One method. In this method, what I'm doing now, I taken what is that? Two argument, right? Two argument, a argument and a b argument, which is accepting what? Any type. It can be boolean, it can be string, it can be object, it can be number. Clear? Any type means this one only, na guys. Come on, in the TypeScript.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so now
Yes.
here, what I'm taking now, here I'm taking console.log, right? Console.log, fine. So now let's take here, what is that? If we call this method, then what is that? We will take addition, right? Addition. We will take what is that? Addition, right? Addition is nothing but, let's take dollar symbol, dollar, open curly bracket, close curly bracket, and we will write what is that? Expression a plus b, right? Now simple. Now here what I'm doing now, guys, simple. Here I'm taking, let's take let obj, object I'm creating, and a new demo, right? I'm creating the object of what? This class now.
Yes, Ravi.
I'm creating the
Yes.
object of what? This class. Fine, guys. I'm creating what is that? Object of this class now. I created the object. Then what I'm doing now? Just okay. I'm taking here what is that? Ob dot ob, yeah, obj dot what is that? Add. I'm calling what is that? That method. Inside that, what I'm doing now? Inside that, I'm passing what is that? 10 comma 10. Let's take 10 comma 20, right? 10 comma 20. Now let's say src cd src. Now we came in the index.ts location, means this folder. Now let's compile it. TSC index dot
TS.
ts.
Yes.
Now it's compiled. Because of that we are getting what? Because of that we are getting that this JS file or not?
JS file.
Because
Yes.
of that we
Yes.
are getting the JS file, means it's
JS.
successfully our file is compiled. Now let's run it. Node index dot
JS.
yeah. So we are getting what is that? Addition equal to 30, right? Addition equal to
Yes.
30 means what is that? Means what? Here we are not providing type safety. Just assume that here I'm giving what? Let's give Ravi. Now let's give Ravi. Now if we giving the Ravi, is it right? Right? We are providing any safety about this one, because it's accepting what? Integer. It's what is that? Our expectation is what? To accept integer, but what we are giving now? First argument, what is that? First argument we are giving
Integer type.
integer, and
Integer. Second string.
second is string. So means what? We are not getting as expected result. We will not get what? As expected result. Now let's compile it. And let's run it. We will get what is that? 10 Ravi. We will get what? 10 Ravi. Means what is that? This one also means what? Here concatenation is happening. Here what is that? In the second time, what will happen now, guys? Concatenation. Now addition 10 Ravi we are getting or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So now here what is that? Initially, if we know that, see, in that situation, if any situation is there where we don't know which kind of argument we needed, then that is the secondary thing. But here what is that? If we are writing the API and we know that, right? If we are developing that what? If we are developing the method related to addition, then what is that? We need two number now.
Yes, integer type.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, so
Yes.
integer type, right? So where the type safety, there is no, because already we know that which kind of input we need. So in this kind of scenario, if we already know that our API which kind of input needed, then what is that? What we will do it now? We will provide the type safety. That providing the type safety is nothing but what, friends? Generic type,
Generic type.
right? By using the
Restrict
generic
the
type,
data
Yes.
set.
by using the generic type, then what we will do it now? We will restrict that which kind of data we need to send it now, guys. We need to send as a
Integer.
Integer only.
integer number only. Integer
Integer
number
type.
only, right? So in this code, what is that? Problem is there. In this code, what is that? Problem is there. Problem is there or not? Problem is there or not? Problem is
Yes,
there,
sir.
Yes,
right?
Yes, there.
Now this is what? Invalid. This is what is that? Invalid. This is what? Invalid code, right? Now then what is that? Then it then how our result will accept, and then we will use what is that? We will if we are using the generic type, then how we will what is that? How we will restrict that method? Now let's see that, guys. Let's see that we need to provide what is the type. We need to provide the type inside that what we need to provide inside that what is that method. Then how we will provide it now? Here what is that? Instead of taking that what, let's take in this example only. Let's take in this example only. Then what I'm doing now here, friends, here what is that? You can give type. You can give type. Which type you want to give now? Which kind of type you want, right? So you can give number also,
Int number type or integer type.
number also. But the thing is here what is that? Instead of taking the number, what I'm going to do now? I'm going to take what is that? I'm going to take simple. Yeah, let's take type only, right? Let's take type. I'm taking the type now. Okay. Now instead of taking a, right? Instead of taking a, let's take t. Let's take what is that? T now. Okay. Now here what is that? If we are taking this argument type, now this one we will take as a t now, right? And here what is that? What it will return? That it will return also type only, right?
Type.
Yeah, it will return
Yes.
also type now. So don't worry about that. Don't again I'm saying that Java people, don't compare what is that TypeScript generic type with the Java, right? Because it's syntactically totally different. Working behavior also will be the different only, guys. Now here, okay, fine now. So if we are taking the generic type, right? If we are taking the generic type, then what is that? Then what is the issue with that? Because we will not call the expression we will not call directly. Inside that. What the thing is, why it's a issue? Yeah. Now here we will take what is that? Whatever, if you are taking here what is that t, then inside that also you need to take t only. If you are taking what is that, whatever generic type you want to give, if you are giving here type, then you need to give here what is that type. You need to give here also type, right? So whatever generic is not the nothing, guys. Generic is, if you are thinking about that, this parameter is what generic. No, only what is that? This open bracket and a close bracket, what is that? Is called generic now. So type is what is a declare, but it's what is that? Value is never read. Value is never read. Type in demo, right? Type in demo. So what we need to do now? I'm giving here what is that? T. I'm giving here what is that? T now. Now here it will be T type. Type I've given, but here what is that? Here what? It's saying that a function whose declared type is neither void or any must return what is that? Value. Must return value. Then what is that? If you are thinking about that, if we are returning the value, means what is that? If we are declaring any method as a what generic type in the TypeScript, guys, it should be written something. It should return the value. value, and value can be written as a, what is that, a string type, or it can be written as a what, a number type, number type, right? Now fine friends, now fine. So here what is that, if you are thinking about that, okay, return, I'm taking what is that, return, because here I taken generic only return type. If you are not, if you don't want, if you are not interested, don't take it, but I'm returning the generic only return also, generic type only, also return only, right? Return type also generic type only. Then what is that, if you are thinking about that, we wrote what is that, this method, and here we are taking a plus b. Now this is not right, it's wrong, guys. Why? Because it's the operator plus cannot be applied to type. What is that? Type means nothing but generic type, right? Generic type. Then what is the solution? That is the question or not?
Yes.
Then
Type casting.
what is that?
Casting.
No, casting and all those things will be not applicable here, right? Now here what we will do it now. Then what is that? Now anyone pointed my point or not, I don't know, but I said that in the generic type, if we declare the generic type, we cannot return directly. Now we cannot return directly anything, right?
Return the type
Then
as
what?
well.
Yeah, so
Return
what?
type.
Then what we needed to return it now, guys, we need to write something. What is that? Generic type will not allow operator on value, right? Operator on value. Then what is that? Directly as a, what is that, their data, means what is that, these are the data or not, these are the data or not. In this data, if you are thinking about that, it will return directly value. Sorry for that, generic will tell in the TypeScript, I don't know operators to apply in my whatever my value is there, on those value. If you are applying directly operator, I will give left and right, means I will kick you. I don't want. Then what is the solution? Means what is that? Unknown. In the generic type methods, what operators is unknown, guys. Operators is unknown, means directly as there, what is the data type is, what is that, unknown. So what we will do now, you have to handle using what? Function. You need to write one function, guys. You need to write what is that, one function, and that function you need to return it. That function you need to return here, right? So now let's see that. Then how we will declare the function now? So we will take one function. We will take
Some
what is that?
function name.
Yeah, so let's take some function, right? Let's take some function. Inside that, what is that? Let's take argument. I'm taking what is that? Any type argument, as well as what is that? B also. Let's take what is that? Any type. B also any type, right? B also what is that? Any type. B also any type. We taken what is that? We taken two argument, right? We taken what is that? Two argument. Now again what is that? Means what is that? This is the invalid situation. Invalid. This is what is that? Invalid situation. Invalid situation. Then what is the valid situation now, friends? Then what is the valid situation? Now we will declare one function. We will declare one function. In this function, what is that? We will return what is that? A plus B. A plus B. We will return what is that? A plus B, and that function we will return from here. This is the solution. Now sum, we will take the sum, and in that argument, what we will do it now, guys? We will pass this A and B. Yeah, A and B. Right? Means what is that? Whenever we will call this A and B, means what is that? Whatever value will be there in the A, that one will come here, and this value will come here, and this function will call. This function will call based on that how many values, how many A and values. And here what will happen now? It will add those value, and what is that? This function again return what? Again return what is that? That generic type value. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's run and compile it. Let's run and compile it now, guys. Let's run and compile it. Now here what I'm going to do now? Now let's run and compile it. But the thing is still here we declared method as a generic type, but still this method will accept any type. But based on that, how we are calling, in that whatever type we will give, based on that type this method will become. Based on that type this method will become. Like that, generic functionality is working in the TypeScript, guys. So what I'm doing now, let's take I'm taking, let's take obj equal to new obj, sorry, new demo. I'm creating the object of what is that, this new demo. Now fine, so here what is that, let's print it. Console, no, sorry, simple. What is that, let's take obj, right? Obj dot add. I'm taking what is that, addition. I'm taking what is that, addition. Now here what we will do it now, guys. Now we will call that, we will pass what is that, argument. If we now if we want to call this generic method, if we want to call this generic method as a string generic, is as a string type, right? As a string type, then what you need to do now, here you need to take open bracket and a close bracket. Now here you, very good, here you need to give what is that, string type. Once you are giving the string type, then what is that, whatever
you are allowed to pass the string
now
value only.
Ravi, and here what is that, Kant. Ravi and Kant, you need to provide it. Once you are providing, then it will work. Or if you are removing this one, then still it's working, right? But the thing is, now here what is that, now let's compile it. First let's compile without this one, right? Because if you are not giving, then what is that, what is that, now method demo add Ravi Kant, right? And argument a and a b as a Ravi Kant, right? Like that it's showing now. But here what is that, we are sending the data what, without type safety. Still again we are sending the data without type safety or not, even though we declare that, we declare that method as what, generic type, but still here what is that, we are sending that data. Like now just think about that, here you are sending a and here you are sending 1. Means what is that, if you are giving the first one as a string, then if you are giving the second one is what is that, then what is that, argument of type 1 is not assignable to parameter of what is the type Ravi. Why? Because first one you made as a string. Come on guys, first one you made the string, then what is that, second
also string.
Yeah, second also only string only. Okay. Oh, if second one also string, now first one you are giving the number type, and second one you are giving the Ravi. Then what is that, again what it's saying now, guys?
Both one issue.
Argument of type
Number type.
Ravi is not assignable to the parameter of type what, 1, because 1 is the number type. Come on, one is the
Both one should
number.
be both one should be same.
Yeah,
Number
both one should be the same. Now if you want to restrict what is that, this total method only string only I want, then what is that, you need to give here what is that, string. If you are passing a string, now first argument, see here, if after passing that, if you are giving 1 then what is that, again it's saying that what, argument of type number is not assignable to parameter or type of string or not. Clearly it's saying or not, guys?
Yes.
Clearly it's saying, right? Clearly it's saying now. So means what is that, if you are taking the string generic type, then what is that, here you need to provide Ravi string only, right? String only. Now Kant, right? Ravi Kant. Now if you are providing anything, means what is that, it will throw error. Now this is fine now, guys. CLS. Now compile it. Argument of type. Oh, we didn't save, guys. Okay. Now we
It is
want,
not printing anything.
yeah. So now console dot log.
bukan darwa. Pergi. వచ్చేదా?
Now Ravikant, we are getting or not, guys? It's concatenating Ravikant or not?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Means
Yes,
here
sir.
what is that?
Yes.
This method is what concatenating Ravikant. Now again what I'm doing now? Let's copy now. Let's copy. I'll leave it. That one. Now come here. Again I'm taking what is that? obj dot what? obj dot
And
obj dot
add
add.
method.
I'm taking what is that? Add method. Inside that, what I'm going to do now? Again, I'm going to take what is that? First value is 10, second value is 20. Right? Now, here what is that? I'm restricting with what? Number type.
Number.
I'm restricting with
Yes.
what? Which one now? I'm
Number
restricting
type.
number type. Number type, right? Number type means what is that? Then here we can pass the value as a number. Then here what is that? Addition means what? 30 we will get it or not?
Yes, sir.
Console
Yes. 30.
We will get 30.
console dot log. Console dot log. Console dot log. Yes. Now we are getting 30 or not, guys. So in the generic type, we are declaring the method as a what?
Yes.
With the type and what is that?
Any type.
Whenever we need to send the data, at the time we will decide it what is that, which kind of data we want to send. So based on that, what is that? We are what is that? Avoiding, we are achieving the type safety in the what? TypeScript. We are achieving what is that? Type safety in the what? In the TypeScript, guy. Using what? Using what is that? Using generic type, right?
Generic.
Using generic type. Okay, so now here what is that? Now here what is the syntax we use now, guys, to declaring generic type now? So syntax we used what is that? We taken what is that? Method. We taken method we made as a type. Right? We made as a type. Then we are taking what is that? Parameter. That one also we declare as a type. And what is that? Return type also we want what is that? Type only, right? So like that we declared the method as what? Like that we declared method as a generic type methods na. Come on. So
Yes.
so again, what is that? How we called now? So we taken what is that? Now
Add.
after taking that, we needed what is that? Yeah. So based on that, what that is the syntax. That's enough, guys. That's enough now. So, but the thing is, in the generic type method, whenever we are trying to call directly this value with what is that? Operator plus, it's working or not? No, na?
Yes, it's not working.
So what we did
That's why
now?
return function.
No,
Yeah.
it's
So
not
for that,
We call the function.
yeah, for that we wrote one what? Function, and
Function.
from the function only we are returning those value, and those value returning we are returning with the method now, guys. So frequently every time we will deal with this one in the Angular, guys. So because whenever we will enter in the Angular without generic type, we will not write the component, right? So please focus on this area. Okay, please focus on this area. Each and every second it's needed in the Angular, guys. Angular, right? Now, so one point we noted. What is that? So generic types will not allow operator or operations, right? Operations on what is that? Value. operations on what is that value directly, right? Directly as their as what is that their as their data, as their data type, right? As their data type. Then what is that? It will be the unknown, right? It will be the unknown. Means what is that unknown now, guys? This one. This is the what is that? A plus B is becoming unknown for them. If you want to see that, now let's take it. What it's showing now, guys? Here, what is that? A means what is that? Operator plus cannot be applicable type. What is that? To type, what is that? T and a T means generic type. A, right? A means what is that? What is the problem? Means plus operator is becoming unknown inside that block or not?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
So that is the reason plus symbol is giving what? Error, right? So it's becoming unknown, right? So what we need to do now, you have